Hello guys, Messenger of Death in. Today we're going to be doing some Digimon Super Rumble content. As I stated, while we wait for Power World, I am going to be doing some Digimon Super Rumble content. And it's going to be revolving around the recent updates and announcements we kind of got through Move Games, you know, when they fucked over the whole entire community. I just want to focus a little bit of an emphasis on this because we're going to be doing some actual testing here. So, this time, we removed the drop rate penalty system based on level difference. This is a change that everybody wanted. But then, they changed the overall structural design so that better items with higher drop rates can be dropped as stronger enemy Digimon are defeated. Therefore, the stronger enemy Digimon, the higher the drop rate is, and the later areas are. The higher grade items are then released, aka the higher grade items are dropped by the enemies. We want to continue in this direction and give those who have stronger Digimon the same level of achievement. As a first step, more powerful level 96-97 Digimon will be placed on the field in the regular update on January the 18th, and we plan to gradually increase this structure. Another few announcements we got: the minimum of the drop rate is 0.52%, and the maximum is 0.55%. There are currently many opinions coming and going, and we would like to clarify this point in advance to reduce the possibility of misunderstanding. The current high-level content requires a return, equivalent to the effort and investment. So if the reward from enemy Digimon that can be caught at a high level is good, there may be a problem. So if the reward from enemy Digimon is good, there may be a problem. Just want to repeat that, because that's what they literally said in their announcement, basically, is that if the reward is good, there may be a problem. That's not a problem. That's called returning the investment of the player's time and effort back to them and rewarding the player for playing your game. So how's this going to work? Well, that depends what spot I'm farming. So, we're going to be spending 5 hours at this Master Tyrannomon spot. I'm going to show you at the end of every single EVP bar what my starting cash was and all the drops I earned during that EVP bar. I'm going to put all the items I get into storage at the end of each EVP bar segment, and that will not contribute to the 5 hour time limit. The 5 hour time limit will only count as long as I am there and actively farming. That means toilet breaks, food breaks, etc. aren't part of the 5 hours. So let's get this underway and see how much money I can really make now, considering it was 1 to 2 mil an hour previously. This should be very interesting because it's not going to count food being spent, which is something that gets spent all the time in Digimon Super Rumble, and can cost bits. We're also going to have to reduce the EVP chip cost off of the total profit, as sitting at Chumon for half an hour would easily turn this into like a 10-hour grind. And not everybody has the luxury of grinding for like 10 hours a day. Some people only have 3 hours to get on, and they don't want to have to sit at Chumon and have their fun and immersion constantly interrupted 24/7. So as we can see here, I have 125,969 bits, and I will be including the amount of eggs that I get as a drop from here on out. You might not hear me mention them, but I will be keeping an eye on the before and after. So, I will show how many eggs we have at the end of it as well. There we go, we got it. Okay. 40 minutes, 53 seconds, 26 currently. So, we've gotten 1 ultimate cube. Oh, wow. Finally, I got an ultimate cube. 8 USBs. Did we get any rift items? Nope, not a single rift at this point. We got 311k. I'll be back in a moment. Alrighty guys, so our first EVP bar, we ended up with 311,287 bits at the end of it. We got 8 10k USBs, we got 1 ultimate cube, and the bits dropped by the enemy Digimon at the end of the EVP bar is 185,318. Next, we're going to go over here. We have gotten 4 Master Tyrannomon cores at 4K each. Okay, so I have calculated everything. So, after our first EVP bar, we finished on 311,287. We got 8 times 10k USB, which is 80k. We got 1 Ultimate Cube. We got 4 times 4k bits Master Tyrannomon cores. Bits dropped by the enemy Digimon was 185,318. So the total earned so far is 281,318 bits after 40 minutes, 53 seconds of work. And while that is not yet a full hour, considering I was earning 1 to 2 mil before, it's obviously a massive drop. Okay, so I'm going to continue on grinding in a moment. We got all our Digimon back to full EVP. Let's get this on the road. 3, 2, 1, resume. Okay, I think this might be our last fight. It is. Okay, time to stop. Okay, this time we are on 491,631. We have 3 Ultimate Cubes and 14 10k USBs and still no Rift. We are also 1 hour, 19 minutes and 35 seconds into this grind. So, on this trip, we got 2 Ultimate Cubes, 6 10k USBs, 5 Master Tyrannomon cores at 4k each, and bits dropped by the enemy Digimon was 180,344 at 1 hour 19 minutes in. Just 3 hours, 40 minutes to go. Let's refill our EVP, and then we'll turn on the timer again and try our luck. Okay, we are ready to begin in 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's the last one. Never mind. Okay. So, I will be counting the eggs. I didn't start off with the eggs in the thing, but I've got a screenshot of my inventory before I did this whole thing. So I'll definitely keep track on the amount of eggs I get as well and add those in at the end. But anyway, we are 2 hours, 1 minute, 2 seconds into this video so far. And again, just double check, I'm right. Yeah, not a single Rift item in 2 hours. Oh, look at that. Wow. And they want me to get, what, 200 of these green data streams, which means I need about 600 Rifts. Regardless, we'll continue on and we'll carry on. But essentially, let me calculate. Okay, after calculations, this trip, in this EVP bar, we got 2 Ultimate Cubes, 13 10k USBs, 5 Master Tyrannomon cores, which are 4k each, and bits dropped from the Digimon was 201,362 at 2 hours, 1 minute in, and 2 seconds. We've got 3 hours more to go still. The fact that we still haven't gotten a single Rift in 2 hours at the latest game grind spot. Remember everybody, they said the stronger enemy Digimon will have better drop rates. These are the strongest enemy Digimon currently that people farm. And it's not looking good, is it? Considering I was on 1 to 2 mil an hour previously, it's really not looking good. So, I forgot to mention that on the third trip, when we hit 2 hours, I managed to get 3 6-hour green eggs and 1 3-hour green egg. And actually, it was the first time I'd actually gotten some egg drops for a change. But we are on EVP bar 4 right now, and this is what we got this time. So, we got 9 Master Tyrannomon cores, which is nice, at 4k each. We got 1 6-hour green egg. We got 2 Ultimate Cubes and 5 10k USBs, which is very nice. We also got bits dropped from enemy Digimon, 177,405. We are now at 2 hours 40 and we still haven't gotten A single Rift item. You see how bullshit this is and how ridiculous it's become now? It's absolutely terrible. At the highest level grind spot, we're almost 3 hours in and we still haven't gotten a single Rift. At the highest place. This is disgusting. Okay. Very good. Timer stop. We finally got a Rift detector. At the very end. Very nice. We are on 3 hours 19 minutes. So 3 hours 19 minutes for a single Rift. Okay, so on our 5th EVP bar, we ended up with 12 10k USBs. We got 2 ultimate cubes, 1 3-hour green egg, 3 6-hour green eggs, 6 times 4k master Tyrannomon cores, and 1 white EMF rift detector, also known as an A detector, and bits dropped was 207,056. Okay, time for the last fight. Sadly, it's just 1 Tyrannomon on my own, which means, of course, we only get 1 times the amount of fixes, sadly. But it is what it is. Boom, boom, boom. Lovely. Okay. 1.2 mil. Timer wise, we are 4 hours, 1 minute, 30 seconds. Now let me work out everything that I got. Okay, so this trip we got 10 10k USBs, 2 ultimate cubes, 8 4k master Tyrannomon cores. We got 178,000 bits dropped, 0 eggs this time around, and we essentially have 1 more EVP bar to go, and I guess half of one in terms of time left. Okay, this is the last fight before we run out of EVP. Oh dear. Boom. Okay, we got a little under 20 minutes left in terms of timer. Well, I'm going to go over what we actually got now, because we did get a blue egg. Now let me just work out what we actually got. Okay, so for EVP bar 7, we got 1 3-hour blue egg, 1 6-hour green egg, 1 ultimate cube, 9 10k USB, 6 4k master Tyrannomon cores, and 172,903 bits dropped. So I'm going to do this last 20 minutes essentially, or under, till we're at the point of 5 hours, and we will see what we have essentially got. Okay, this is our last trip at the master Tyrannomon spot. So, 5 hours, basically 7.5 EVP bars, near enough, and we're going to see what we get, because at the end of the day, that's the whole point in doing this, and I'm sorry, well, I'm not, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm incredibly disappointed. I think I've made the right decision now to maybe stop playing this game. I mean, I'll give the 18th update a try with the 97s and whatnot, but I don't know. Anyways, so let's calculate what we got. Okay, so I've gone over everything. I checked what we got in these last 20 minutes, and this is what we got. 2 10k USBs, 1 ultimate cube, 5 master Tyrannomon cores which sell for 4k each, Bits dropped 90,955. So now what I actually need to do is I need to actually work out total how much stuff we have actually gotten. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's not good. Now, I'm going based off market prices, and of course market prices always fluctuate. But there's a lot more into why this is just not good. As you can see on the screen, this is the value of all the items once you calculate how much money they are actually worth. 48 times 6k Master Tyrannomon cores. I can sell them for roughly about 6k on the market on a good day. Usually it's about 4k, but we'll go with the higher end, you know, just treat it nicely, you know. 65 times 10k USB, 650k, sorry. 13 times Ultimate Cubes is, they were selling on the market for about 104,900, which is 1,363,700 bits. 2 times 3 hour green eggs, they were selling for about 20k each. The 6 hour green eggs were selling for 18k each. The 1 times a rift detector was 365k. And that was 1,393,966 bits I got from the amount I originally started with. Meaning our total bits, if we were to add all that up, would be 4,209,666, as you can see on the screen. However, that's not exactly true, because we have to calculate into it the EVP chips. Now bear in mind, I grinded for 5 hours, and my gosh, was it still not worth it. So, we can remove the EVP chips. Let's say you just ignore the EVP chips, it's still going to be bad, and I'm going to tell you why. So, if you're using EVP chips, you have to spend another 3 hours of the grind where you literally can't play the game because you're stuck at Digimon having to get EVP back just to grind again. It would total up to 3 hours. That's where it comes from. 30 minutes every single time from empty EVP bar to full EVP bar. Actually, it's a little bit over 3 hours, honestly, but we'll just go with 3 hours. It's still terrible. So we got to deduce 1,087,500 bits in EVP chips. Which means I then earned 3,122,166 bits. But wait. I have items that I can't actually sell because we actually need them. Which is your ultimate cubes for making mega cubes. Which have a really low chance of creating. And on top of that, also leveling up skills. So you're going to need hundreds upon hundreds of these ultimate cubes, right? I went through 6 EVP bars before getting ultimate cubes. Some weird reason today, it's gone well. I actually got 13, that's not too bad. That's still probably only 4, if every single one crafted. And I'm telling you right now, every single one of them is not going to craft into a mega cube at all. So, because I can't sell the ultimate cubes, it means it's not money in my pocket, really. So, I've just lost another 1,363,700 bits. Which means I've earned 1,758,766. But wait. There's more. I need the rift item. So, I've got to take off that 365k that the A detector would have given me if I sold it. Because I need it. Because you need green data streams to attain Beelzemon. And even if you don't want to get Beelzemon, that's not going to be the only Digimon in this game that's likely going to be locked behind an item that requires green data streams. Because don't forget, you also need green data streams to get Machinedramon, the strongest virus mega in the game. Which is going to be needed for things like Millenniummon down the line, who's going to be one of the strongest Digimon in terms of the Ultra category. So, you gotta consider that. So I can't sell the Rift either. I lose another 365k. Meaning, after 5 flipping grueling hours at the latest game grind spot, and remember everybody, they said, as we saw earlier, the higher level the Digimon are, the stronger they are, the better the drop rate is, the better the items are dropped. I only earned 1.3 mil, almost 1.4. 1,393,766 766. I just realised I've also forgotten to add the blue egg, but I do have it written in my notes how much that was selling for. I'm pretty sure. 100k. Okay, so I'm sorry, I made 1.5 mil. Remember when I told you I used to make 1 to 2 mil an hour? This is now what I get at the latest game grind spot, which is fuck all after 5 hours. And let's also talk about the Rift item for a second, because I need green data streams. They're not even guaranteed to drop them, but I'm going to need about 400 to 600 of them to get 200 green data streams to get Beelzemon, for me, personally. I already have Machine Dramon, thankfully, and I only earned 1 Rift Detector in 5 hours. So, even if I was to go with a low end, and let's say out of 400, I got lucky and I got a green data stream out of it, right? And I got lucky. And I managed to get the amount of green data streams that I need. That's 2,000 hours. 2,000 hours is 83 flipping days, which is 11.9 weeks. And this is only Beelzemon. And don't forget, Beelzemon's locked behind a cash tree, ladies and gentlemen, with a 4% drop rate. And you have to go through all this. What do you think they're going to do with Omegamon and Millenniummon and the other Digimon in the game? Because this is absolutely flipping disgustingly ridiculous. That you want me to grind 80 odd flipping days for 5+ hours to get it. And let's say I did 10 hours a day, that not everybody has the luxury of doing. I could cut that in half. Still 40 odd days. Still 5 to 6 weeks for a single Digimon. And if you think I'm grinding for 80 odd days for 1 or 2 Rift Detectors a day to finally get some excitement and happiness, you bar me. And I don't get how people can defend that, and people are still defending move games at this point. I spent 9 hours, 9 to 10 hours at that spot, and I earned about 17 mil. Actually, because I had stuff that I needed to keep, aka the Ultimate Cubes, I still made 14 mil for a 9-hour grind. And here in 5 hours, I've gotten 1.5 mil if we had the blue egg on top of it. Do I really need to say more of how much they have fucked over the community? This is at the latest game grind spot. I don't even want to spend 5 hours at the other grind spots because I just know it's going to be terrible. And I really do not think these 96 and 97s are going to be any good. I'll give it a try on the 18th. But can you understand why I don't want to stick with this game? Because it's only going to get worse from here. It is only going to get worse. And this is also with cash shop boost, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget that too. Because they're going to add more stringent restrictions on obtaining these Digimon and make them so hard and tedious to get. Like your endorphins that you would normally get from a game, which is your enjoyment, your excitement factor, are going to be very few and far between. And because I was basically getting nothing of value throughout the whole entire time, and I knew I was getting such little amounts of bits for my time and investment, that grind was dreadful. 5 hours felt like an eternity. I was just constantly looking for that Rift Detector, like, please, give me a Rift Detector, give me. It's only 3 hours till I got my first one. In the past, before they nerfed the drop rates, I would have gotten 1 to 2 within 1 EVP bar. I need to drop 2 different rifts, the A and the B detector. Now it's just the 1, which is a Rift Detector, which is letting one in the game, and the rate is atrocious on it. 3 hours for a single one. Now, I rest my case. This is why I've decided I'm dropping Digimon Super Rumble, because I'm dropping out now. Because if this isn't enough of a red flag or a warning sign to you guys, and how the game was great, and everybody was enjoying it, to how much they've just royally screwed us over, you're just in for more pain and disappointment, just like with DMO. And all the pain and disappointment that brought to people after years of playing. With that said, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check me out when I play Power World on the 19th. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Peace. Have you seen me and my team? Lots of monsters here rocking with me. A digital, yeah, that's for sure. But I'm coming in with a dragon's roar. Across the skies, yeah, I'll soar. Keep knocking foes back and coming for more. You don't want to see his hands on my Digimon claws, blowing you back with a terror force.